Trying to decide if I've got you guys straight, YouTube. You know what? Here's the thing. It really, with my videos, it really doesn't matter. So I was just prepping up to start. I sharpened a bunch of stuff here this last couple days. I sharpened stuff for Robert, which you saw. Robert and I kind of have decided I'm going to sharpen his auction knives. I think we're going to just set that up that all of his auction knives get that really high polished edge. So, and then I did that. I did both of his knives, and I did straight razor, and I did my knife my father-in-law gave me. God, I'm drawing a blank. So I'm out here today, and I'm getting ready to prep my stones because I have some customers that are sending me some razors. They're going to mail them to me. It's just easier than trying to pick them up. So what I wanted to talk about is I've talked about stone maintenance before, and I've talked about using a lapping plate and a lapping stone. But I'm going to show you one of the things I do so that you can make sure your stones are flat. And if you follow me on Instagram, which I'm going to start adding in the comments, and when I get some new business cards, my Instagram handle will be on there. You saw it in a video that there was a grid pattern on my stones. Before I do that, I have to do something. I have to find my lighter. I have mosquitoes. I never had mosquitoes here in San Diego as bad as we've got them this year, so I got some mosquito coils, and it seems to help so I don't get my legs chewed up. But basically, for your stones, you need to know where they are and aren't flat. So I've mentioned it in other videos, but you know, I've gotten a little bit better at my videos and with editing and things like that. So I'm not gonna make you guys go back and dig through my past stuff. I'll just, you know, I'll show you right now. So it's pretty simple, actually. All you need, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. So, 2 tips. I'll show you this, but I'm going to show you something I did first. If you can see, when you're sharpening, there's a lot of times you're going to run knives into the corner of those stones. And there's an actual Japanese word for the technique of doing this that I can't think of. So basically what you do is you knock the corners off. And when you ram that stone in, it won't chip. It won't chip, and it keeps your stones a little bit better. And I do it to all of them. Every time I lap them, when it gets down to that they're almost flat, I will redo that and basically give myself a little buffer, a little bumper, a shoulder, and then I knock the corners off with stone. Actually, dropped this one somehow. I don't know if I dropped it or if in transit going somewhere with my stones, I knocked the corners off this one. A couple of my stones were like that. So basically, you need to take your stone. Turn so I can see what I'm doing. And you basically need a few lines. You don't need anything major. You need a couple lines running that way, a few lines running this way, maybe a couple more, and then corner to corner. So basically what you want is you want to set yourself a grid. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not an artist. I don't have a ruler. So you set yourself a grid pattern, and then when you do your lapping, which I'm not going to do because the stones haven't soaked long enough. They sat in a drawer all night. They need to soak for a while before I try to lap them, or I'm just going to, everything's going to dry up. When you get it to where all of those pencil marks are gone, you know that your stone is dead flat. It's that simple. That simple. I learned this from watching some Japanese knife makers and things like that talking about how they do their stones. So this was quick. That's all it's going to be. I am going to let these soak for a little bit, maybe have a beer, and I'm going to get these stones ready. I have a gentleman that's sending me an extreme, I sent me the picture. I really want to sharpen it. It's a really extremely nice Thesis Assard razor that he's going to send me. I may show a picture of it in the video, my next video. I don't know what my next video is going to be, but I will tell you it is Wee Wednesday. To force myself to carry all of my knives, it's Marfie on Monday and Tack Tuesday. Wee Wednesday. So basically I have a knife set out for every day. Friday, my Ferrum Fridays, my Ferrum Forge Archbishop. Throwback Thursday would be my Pretium. I think I've got the days of the week covered. Just got to figure out, I've got enough knives that if I don't carry them, they sit, and I want to sell them. So if I do decide to sell knives, you guys will definitely know, and I will probably do an Instagram thing where I'm selling my knives. So like I said, Gun Monkey 1974 is my Instagram handle. I'm going to add it in the comments on this one. But this is pretty much the end of the video. I'm just prepping and getting things done. I don't have any customers really today. Just disparaging. It's hit or miss. I cannot say how much I want this to be successful. I just, there's no way for me to describe how much I want this to be a success for something that I want to be able to enjoy doing again. But it's looking better. It is looking better, and I think I just have to, as John Grimmo said, I'm just gonna have to grind it. I'm gonna have to grind and grind and grind until I get it where I want it, and maybe pulling that trigger will do it to where I will just put everything I've got into it. But right now I'm split between two positions. I work for the Department of Defense, and I'm doing this. So a lot of times the time I would need to be out and going places and hawking my services and selling myself as services, I'm at work. So I'm working some options as some things that are going to be used to make up the difference and allow me the time so I can work part-time and then get my customer base built up, because I think it's a viable thing. I think there's a lot of customers that could use this service here in San Diego, especially with the restaurant industry. So, not to bore you with my business plans or anything, it's just the wife and kid are out skating and I don't have anybody to talk to except the dog. The dog's not good for conversation, so I talk to you. Talk to you. You in particular. Yeah, you know who you are. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll talk to you later.